girl, hey, it's your girl Serena, and I know it's been a long time, but welcome back. If this is your first time here, I'm your girl Serena, and over here we talk about everything love, life, and everything in between. If you're an OG, hey girl, hey, I miss you all. It's been such a long time since I've been able to make a video, but I wanted to come on here and kind of catch up with you guys and let you know what's been going on. Also, it is the holiday season, so I hope you all had a great Thanksgiving, and I hope you all are gearing up to have a wonderful Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa holiday season. And I just wish that we all have a great and prosperous new year. So with that being said, let's get into the video. When I first got on YouTube, I fully expected for my life to change. I knew this was a God-inspired idea. I knew that I had creativity. I knew, I just knew that this was an idea that was given to me from God. And so why wouldn't I expect that everything would just smoothly, go smoothly, and I would be like flourishing in 100 plus thousand subscribers right now, because I knew this was for me. But unbeknownst to me, that was not how this channel turned out. Yet and still, YouTube has changed my life with less than 500 subscribers. And so that is what I would like to submit to you as today's video. And before I even get into all the details, sis, if you have considered starting a YouTube channel, or if you have a YouTube channel and it's not quite going the way that you expected, keep going. Because if there's one thing that life has taught me, it's only to keep going, because life is hardly ever going to work out the way that you expected. If you've been my subscriber here for a while, if you're part of the girl tribe, then you know a good amount of my story, and my life totally has not gone the way that I expected. From being, a little girl and wanting to be an actress and a singer. I grew up in the 90s, so I grew up with The Cosby Show and A Different World and, Family Matters and, Moesha, those kinds of shows. And I wanted to get into that. I wanted to do that, so much so that I don't even know how I found this agency, or I don't even know if my mom found it, whatever. I convinced my mom and my dad that I wanted to be an actress. I wanted to be the next Rudy Huxtable, and I wanted to do this. So I dragged my parents all across New York City to every casting call, every audition that I could find, as much so as their schedule was able to allow, because both of my parents worked on my life. So, they had to squeeze in those things as they could. And that's what I expected from my life at that time. I was going to be the next Rudy Huxtable, and that was it. That wasn't quite how things worked out. I did get booked for, I think, 1 or 2 after school specials. If you grew up like in the 80s, 90s, then you know what an after school special is. And you have seen me in some capacity as an extra. And I don't think I had any, actual words, but just being on set. So I did that. That's what I wanted. That's what I knew I wanted to do, and that didn't quite work out. I found out my love for music and writing. And so, from like most of my teen years, that's what I knew I was going to do. I was going to be a writer. I was going to be a songwriter, a poet. I was going to be a singer. And I was like completely sold on that dream. Okay. Like, you couldn't tell me that by the time I graduated high school, I wasn't going to have me a record deal. Like, I knew I wanted to go to college and live that Hillman, life, that HBCU life. But I also knew that by the time I graduated high school, I was going to have me a whole record deal. Okay, I was going to be signed to Bad Boy. Well, all that's going on right now, you know that is God intervening, and that just really wasn't where I was supposed to be. But at that time, you know, I wanted to be on Bad Boy. I knew I wanted to have a record deal, and that was it. However, you know, that didn't go as planned. By the time I graduated high school, I was pregnant with my beautiful son, and my son changed my life in a completely different way than I expected then. So like, just at every level of my life, I've learned that life does not go as planned. Why I was completely sold that I was going to be, you know, breaking the threshold of 1,000 subscribers, you know, within a couple of months or a year. Why did I expect that to go smoothly? I don't know. But what the theme in here is that you got to keep going, right? So I had these experiences in life, I had these expectations in life, and things didn't go as planned. Just going forward with that, you know, I had my son. Years and years later, I had my daughter. I got married, and in the same year of being married, I lost my husband. Like, what the heck, right? Like, that is the furthest thing from your mind. You're finally like at the pinnacle of your life, of what you expected life to be. You have your family, you have your husband, and now you're expecting you two to just continue to grow together, not pass away in the same year. So literally less than 12 months of being married, my husband passed away. And that's when I rekindled my relationship with YouTube. So I first came upon YouTube back in the day, right? I'm a natural hair girly, and before I locked my hair, I was a loose natural. And so I came on YouTube just to try and find out what other girls were doing to grow their hair, or what was working with their hair to make it manageable and look the way that it needed to look. So at that point, I was like, oh, I could do this too, because I had, you know, compiled a regimen and my hair was flourishing and, you know, all those things. But for whatever reason, I didn't have the confidence, I guess, to get on camera, because I was still like shy, like, you know, like, I don't know. I just didn't want to be seen for whatever reason. I wanted to, but I didn't want to. And it was odd, because as you can tell from my backstory, I wanted to be on camera. I wanted to do this, but I did always have like this shyness about myself. So I was very good at performing when I didn't know anybody. Like, if I don't know you, I don't really care about your opinion of me so much. But like my friends and family, you know, I do care about your opinions. I do care what you think of me. So like, you know, performing when I knew my family was going to be in the audience, like, it was always, don't let me know where you are. Like, don't do that, because then I'm going to get nervous. But like, if I don't know you're going to be there and I don't know where you are, I can just go out and do my thing a lot easier. So I guess, you know, maybe with the being on camera and knowing friends and family were going to watch, it just held me back. But after losing my husband and just life changing for me so drastically, you know, I came to YouTube, and I was looking for other women like myself, young widows that, you know, maybe were documenting their journey, just so that I can, you know, see someone like myself. And at first, I really didn't see anyone. So it was December 1st, 2020, when I uploaded my very first YouTube video, and 216 videos I uploaded in that first year. And yeah, I did not amass the following that I thought I was going to amass. And even to this day, I think I have maybe 325 subscribers as I'm recording this video. But what I am going to tell you is that even with 325 subscribers and this channel not growing the way that I expected it to grow, this journey has changed my life, hands down. And I want to show you how. Like I shared with you, I expected this channel to fully take off and, you know, reach, you know, all of the marks that you want to reach, your 1,000 subscribers, your 10,000, 50,000, blah, blah, blah. But YouTube has still changed my life in such a great way. It helped me boost my confidence. Whatever held me back before had no hold on me anymore when I started this channel back in December of 2020. It also helped me reimagine my life. I was in a very dark space. I was just completely unsure of who I was. As you can imagine, my whole life had changed, and everything that I thought I was going to be and who I thought I was at that point in life had just been ripped away from me. And so it really helped me to reimagine my life where I am now. And it really allowed me to hone in on some things about myself, what I liked, who I was now, and, this part of my life. It also helped me to be vulnerable, right? Because I just always had a hard time with being vulnerable. I don't know where that comes from. That's still going to take me some shadow work to kind of figure out why I have a hard time being vulnerable, or I had a hard time being vulnerable. But it really helped me to just kind of lay things out there. This is what it is. Like, it is not all rainbows and glitter, right? Over here. Life is not like that. As much as I smile and I'm happy-go-lucky and I'm jokey with everyone, it is not all rainbows and sunshine over here. And it really, YouTube allowed me to be vulnerable with that, because then other people could relate and be like, yeah, no, it really isn't, life is life and we go through things. But again, the journey and the takeaway is keep going. Also, in learning those things about myself, or learning to build confidence, be vulnerable, those kinds of things, I also was able to learn high value skills. I know how to produce content. I know how to edit. I know how to make content flow from beginning, middle to end. I can splice and put things together and have a whole full-on production. And all that is from creating my videos here on YouTube. And what's great about that is that those are skills that are in high demand and skills that I can take into any workspace and be able to make money off of those skills. And so that's what I want to talk to you a little bit more about, how this really has impacted my life in such a way. So again, if you've ever thought about starting a YouTube channel, I really encourage everyone to do so for whatever you're going to get out of it. You may feel awkward at first, you may feel nervous or shy at first, but whenever you start to do something over and over and over again, you're only going to feel less awkward and feel less shy and just get better at it. So start wherever you are and then just start putting it out there. I mean, you literally are just talking to yourself in a camera. Yes, it has the chance of being seen by thousands of people, but really it's more about what you're gonna get from doing this and honing in on this skill and just getting better and better and better. So let's get more into this. After posting so many videos, 216 videos in 1 year, and then I was doing posting every day from October through the end of the year, it really I was burnt out. Your girl was burnt out. So I needed a break from doing content altogether, and more so long form content, because when you're doing this, it really does take a lot out of you. But I wanted to get back into doing content, and so I got on TikTok and I started creating short form content. Now, I was on TikTok for a little bit beforehand, but just more so as someone, just a consumer. I was just scrolling TikTok and being on TikTok for hours on end, just to kind of escape my reality. But after I had spent a year on YouTube, building a community, honing the skill of content creation, I felt confident enough to get on TikTok and start making content of my own. And I was actually able to amass about 75K followers on TikTok. So look up your girl, Hustle Bae Mom, on TikTok and follow me. But yeah, I was able to amass a good size following on TikTok in just a few months, mainly because of the skill set that I was able to acquire here, the confidence I was able to acquire here. And with doing that, not only was I able to have a good sized following, I was able to monetize that following. And so on my TikTok, I am able to make additional money, like my side hustle, just by showing other people how to make money. And in doing that, I was able to make about $20,000 just in my side hustle, just showing other people how to monetize their social media platforms. And then, on top of that, I know how to make graphics, I know how to edit, and those are all high value skills, things that I'm able to market and sell on other platforms that has also brought in extra money. So I have been able to monetize my skill sets that I've learned here on YouTube, and I have less than 500 subscribers. I just want you to understand where I'm going with this. It was YouTube that allowed me to grow as a person. It was YouTube that allowed me to get out of my comfort zone. It was YouTube that allowed me to hone my skill set and now have high value, impactful skills and confidence that are marketable in any workplace, whether it be me doing things on my own, whether I walk into a company and that are looking for these types of skills. I now have mastered these skills to a point where I can get a job working for a company using these skills, earning six figures if I want to, and then still working my side hustle, getting 5 and 6 figures from that as well. So although I haven't grown this channel as expected, and it didn't go the way that I expected, the way that YouTube has impacted my life in such a way that I am eternally grateful for. Let this just be a reminder to you again that life hardly ever goes as expected. And the point of it all is to just keep going, learn what you can learn, and never give up. Never give up. Continue to go after whatever it is that you're looking to go after. Learn whatever it is that you can learn from every given circumstance, and you will grow and be a better person as a result of it. So what I have gotten from this journey is completely different than what I ever expected. And although the money that I make almost 100% passively is great, the most impactful things that I have been able to take away from this journey are priceless to me. I've found a newfound purpose, confidence, and a new outlook on life that I really don't think that I would have been able to come to as quickly if it weren't for YouTube. I was in a really dark place. I was depressed. I had just lost my husband. I had a young child. Like, my identity had been stripped of me. And I don't think that if I had just gone through this without having a platform to be able to work things out on and then get feedback and community from you all, would I be at the place I am mentally if I hadn't gotten on YouTube. YouTube has changed my entire life. And again, I submit to you that if you've ever considered doing this, if you already have a channel, if it's not going the way that you expected, that you keep going. So although I appreciate your likes and you sharing this and you even subscribing if you haven't already subscribed, what I would appreciate even more than that is that when you click off this video, you open up your camera and you just start documenting your journey, whatever it is. And you make that video and see how YouTube can also change your life. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I will continue to post. I'm gonna start posting again, but I just thank you for allowing me to share my life with you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.